Yo, what's going on with you guys? My name is Kenneth, aka One Week, and today I'm going to talk about the fight between Anthony Smith versus Volkan Oezdemir. I'm not going to show them about their age if they're still young. Their record still young in the record, their UFC record, and let's go into it. Fighting style wise, they're both the same style, boxing based. Anthony Smith, yes, uh, good wrestler, but still manages to use his boxing really well in his fights. And Anthony Smith, he KO'd two former champions, Rashad Evans and Mauricio Shogun Rua. But for me, it doesn't count compared to Volkan's last winning fights, because those two fighters, yeah, they were both former champions. But for me, it doesn't count that much because those two guys were out in their prime and they're in their late stages of their career. You're not going to expect them to get a title shot like that, or even getting a win is hard for those two former champions, because they're just old and old lions. Yeah, I think those two fighters should retire. And yeah, you if you watch that fight, it's super deadly for those two former champions. But still, props to Anthony Smith for winning those two fights, both by KO, first round TKO for Rashad Evans and Mauricio Shogun Rua. But for me, it wasn't a big test for him, so I'm going to pick Volkan in this one. I'm just going to go straight up because I'm going to work. Volkan Oezdemir, he defeated the top dogs in their division under a minute, knocking them out easily. He was defeated by Daniel Cormier, but for me it wasn't a good fight for him. There are just so many levels in the UFC and MMA or in other sports, and Daniel Cormier is just the top S, because there's levels like A, B, C, D fighters like that. And for me, level S is the gods of the sport, and Daniel Cormier is in that spot. And for me, Volkan was just in the B category, but he defeated the top dogs. But still, he's still a B, and he fought the level S type of fighter, and he paid for it. But still, he manned up, but he paid for it. But still, a good lesson for him. And for me, it motivated him more to fight well in his division. And I believe his only weakness is his wrestling, for sure. Both fighters, Volkan and Smith, are boxing based. I truly believe they need to pay attention more in their ground game, just to defend well. And based on their power, they both have one punch knockout power. But for me, Volkan will win this one. And what do you think, guys? Will happen to this fight? Do you think uh, Anthony Smith will continue his first round KO streak, or Volkan will just defeat Anthony Smith easily also inside the first round? I truly believe it will be a knockout inside the first round or second round. I don't believe it will be going to the decision. But if it's going to be a decision fight, it will be fight of the year candidate, because these two guys just want to knock each other out. But for me, Volkan will get this one under a minute. Yes, maybe in the first round or second round, KO, TKO, you name it. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching a quick video by One Week. 1 week out.